What's the whole point of mobilizing an army? It's to take over your enemy, his land, his district. And that's what the Heavenly Father intends to do to these other nations. The Most High has formulated an army to take over the whole earth itself, man. Do you understand? Let me get that right here. Look. This is, right. So look it. That army. Okay? Over the point. Over the time span. The Lord is building up Jerusalem. So look it. Let me get this right here. That's it. Right. So you can just up around. Zephaniah, the prophet Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired, before the decree bring forth, before the day pass and the chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you, before the day of Yahweh's anger come upon you. Seek ye Yahweh, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be, ye shall be hid in the day of Yahweh's anger. Which is what? Coming into the spiritual ark, man. Going into Genesis. Let me get this right here. This is Genesis chapter 7, verse 15. And they went in unto Noah into the ark, 2 and 2 of all flesh, wherein is the breath of life. And they that went in male and female, of all flesh, as the Most High commanded him, and Yahweh shut him up. And it was the Heavenly Father that shut up Noah within the ark, showing you that that's spiritual, man. That is actually spiritual. Showing you right there that when you come into the spiritual sanctuary, it's the Most High that seals. The Most High that close and don't open it. Right? Let me get that right now. Let me get that right now. Revelation 3, verse 7. And to the angel of the church in Philadelphia write, these things saith he that is holy, he that is true, he that hath the key of David, he that openeth, and no man shutteth, and shutteth, and no man openeth. Right? Because when Noah came into the ark, his 3 sons and their 3 wives and Noah's wife, the Heavenly Father shut that door. So no other man can enter in. You understand? And that time is coming, with the Most High gathering together his elect. Do you understand? But a famine of the world is coming. That famine of the world is coming. So when the Lord wraps this whole thing up, no other man or woman can be able to come in. No other man or woman will be able to come into the sanctuary. Do you understand? Let me get this right here, so lock you. Hold on, Salaki. It's in Luke. Or was it in John? So where there? I think it was in John. Right, hold on. Right. This is St. John, the 6th, verse 44. No man can come to me. That's the point. No man can come to me. Right? No man can come into the ark. Except the Father, which has sent me, draw him, and I will raise him up at the last day. So there you go, there you have it, man. No man can come to the Heavenly Father except he be drawn. Okay? St. John 6, verse 65. And he said, Therefore said I unto you, that no man can come unto me, except it were given unto him of my Father. So there you go, there you have it, man. Do you understand? And that's a scary part about it. The Lord has to sanction you to come near unto him. Otherwise, you're condemned, man. You're not going to make it. Let me get this right here. Unlock you. Let me go back. What's that part in
I've never seen it. It's so famous.
I was in Mark, so look here. Right, it's got to be in on John on his locker. Door that shut us up. Where is it at, bro? Lock it. Wait, there you go. Luke 13, verse 23. There said one unto him, Lord, are there few that be saved? And he said unto them, Strive to enter in at the straight gate. For many, I say unto you, will seek to enter in and shall not be able. Right, because the Lord has shut up that door. You can't enter in now. You can't enter in because you already chose death. You chose death. Look at the people choosing death, walking past. You're going to strive to enter in at the straight gate. For many, I say unto you, will seek to enter in and shall not be able. Which is what the kingdom. You can't enter into the kingdom. Right? When once the master of the house is risen up, which is who? Yahweh Shai. You have time for the Bible? You have time? Nope. No time. And I've shut, and this is the point. When once the master of the house is risen up, and I've shut to the door, and ye begin to stand without, and to knock at the door, saying, Lord, Lord, open unto us. And he shall answer and say unto you, I know you not whence ye are. Then shall ye begin to say, we have eaten and drunk in thy presence, and thou hast taught in our streets. Right? Certain guys are in the truth. Man, we taught in your streets. That also pertains to certain guys that were in the truth, man. That's why it's literally going to be a scary time. Lord willing, I'm not a part of that number. I'm not going to be one of those men that say, Lord, Lord, I prophesied in the streets for all these years, in the season and out season. Lord willing, I'm not of that same number, but I'm of that same number that actually gets saved. Right? But there's certain guys that are going to knock on Noah's ark door. Because one of the Noah's house shut it. No man can enter in now. No man can enter in. Well, that's because it's all spiritual. No man can now enter in and taste of salvation unless the Lord have given it unto them. And when Noah was in that ark, boy, he heard their screams, their shouting. He witnessed it. He witnessed it. Because the scripture says, the thing that have been is the thing that shall be. The same way we were standing upon that sea of glass, witnessing the 2/3 drown in that sea of fire. Noah must have been in that sea of glass, which was what the water, Noah's ark, right? Witnessing the death and the destruction of the 2/3 of planet Earth. Right? He must have witnessed it. The crying and the sighing. Let me get this. Exodus 12 and 22. Listen. Listen to 12. This is Salakio. Exodus chapter 12, verse 22. Let me start with verse 21 so you can get the understanding. That Moses called for all the elders of Israel and said unto them, draw out and take you a lamb according to your families and kill the Passover. And ye shall take a bunch of hyssop and dip it in the blood that is in the basin and strike the lintel and the 2 side posts with the blood that is in the basin. You have time for the Bible? No time. And none of you shall go out, is the point, at the door of his house until the morning. You hear that? No man shall go out of his house until the morning of what? Their kingdom. The end of Egypt and the beginning of what? The world to come, which is going to be ruled by Jacob. No man shall come out of his house. You're going to stay in that ark.
And then fly together back to New York. That would be bad.
You're going to stay in Noah's ark until what? The morning or the evening of the kingdom. Do you have time for the Bible? Do you have any time? Do you have time for the Bible? Because I'm crazy out here. Right? Look at this. For Yahweh will pass through to smite the Egyptians. And when he seeth the blood upon the lintel and on the 2 side posts, Yahweh will pass over the door. I will not suffer the destroyer to come in unto your houses to smite you. The Lord is not going to smite those brothers and sisters that have supped with Yahweh Shai internally within their mind. But those of you that have not accepted the blood of Yahweh Shai on the doorposts of your mind, death. Death, man. Death is coming. The spirit of death is coming to you people, man. Right? The spirit of death is coming.
I'm sure.
To you people. Enjoy your party. Enjoy the mirth of Babylon. But death will follow. I promise you that. I promise you that. Death will follow. So it says, right, that's the point. Okay? I should have put that point there about the morning. It's in Psalms. Right. It's lucky. There's a lot of points here I want to bring out, but I want to put it all in order. And I know that I've overlapped the time. It's 1 hour and 43 minutes. I want to down. Let me grab a few points, but I'm gonna try to do it quickly. About Noah, right? It's lucky. So, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 10. Let me start from verse 3. But when the unrighteous went away from her in his anger, he perished also in the fury wherewith he murdered his brother, which is Cain.
Now, what are you talking about? Hate, despising being black.
Huh?
You saying more despise being black.
Say that? Despise being black.
Yeah.
Despise being black.
You said that when walking past. The first time. Yeah.
Say?
The first time.
When we were walking by, you were saying something like
that was like 20 minutes
being
ago.
black side or something.
I was saying so-called black people.
Yeah. Something
Right?
along the lines.
West Africans,
Yeah.
people that are scattered from those regions, you're all God's chosen people. The Jews are so-called black people and the indigenous people of America. The Bible actually says that the Jews or the Israelites were put on slave boats and sold to your enemies. The Bible actually says that. Like verbatim. What country are you from? Somalia. Right, so you know about the Somali Bantu? You know that Somalis, they persecuted the people of Bantu, which is these two people. Right, so I don't know if you're actually Somali, but your people persecuted their people, these people, brothers, people, our people. Because you had the Somali and the Ethiopian wars. And you put their people on the front line of battle and sacrificed them. But just so you could gain the southern parts of Somalia. Because the southern parts of Somalia was very rich and fertile. So your people wanted that. So I think the president of your people at the time, you had the people put on the front line to kill them. Just so you could gain the whole of, because really the original inhabitants of Somalia was our people. It was us. But you had the northern parts of Somalia, they wanted the southern parts of Somalia as theirs. You understand? So really, we inhabited Somalia. It was us that had Somalia as inheritance. It was this man's people that slaughtered our people to gain the whole of Somalia for themselves. So again, that's history. Do you understand? You understand that? He knows about the Somali Bantu. Where you from? Jamaica. Right, so let me give you the history of Jamaica. Right, this is the Bible, right? This is Deuteronomy, the 28. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And then ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. You hear that? So basically the Lord will bring you into Egypt, a land of slavery, captivity. Because when you go, if you know about the Jews, our original captivity was where?
I know it.
You went to school, you all went to school, so you know that the Jews were originally slaves in where? Egypt. Thank you. But this time you're going to be brought back to Egypt again by the way of ships. A land of bondage by slave ships, which is America, Jamaica, the Caribbean islands,
That's the new world,
Brazil. Do you understand? The majority of the slaves weren't there. So it says, but the Lord will go bring you there into Egypt again with ships, by the whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. This is what the land of Israel. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen. This is what the so-called white man. You'll be sold to them. Put on the auction blocks, the plantations, right? So that was us. Do you understand? So that's part of the curses that God brought upon us. The Lord is going to bring you there. So you was brought to Jamaica because God brought you there, because you transgressed against Him, right? Let me bring you this right here. This is Deuteronomy. It's the same chapter, right? The same chapter. Deuteronomy 28. Deuteronomy 28, verse 15 now. Where it shall come to pass, if you will not hearken or hear the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all His commandments and the statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. So that's one of the many curses that came upon us as a people. Why? Because we disobeyed our God. Do you understand? This is why we can't get along. That's why you have gangs. We can't get along. We can't reason with one another, man. We're quick to bring out the what do you call them knives, man?
The Rambles.
The shadow knives, or what do you call them? We kill one another with I don't know what you call them. Them ghosts, they're the zombie knives. You know, see the way we kill one another nowadays, right? These are part of the curses that God, our God, has brought upon us. Why? Because we disobeyed Him. Do you understand? It's in the Bible, right?
Like you, man, the train's in like 5 minutes.
Right, because I don't want to hold you too up. I don't want to hold you up. I don't want to hold you up, yeah. But this one last verse, just so you understand. One last verse. This is Daniel's right now, chapter 7. Daniel saw the vision of the heaven. He saw in his dreams what the Most High looked like. So when you pray, this is who you're praying to. Daniel chapter 7, verse 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow. So the Ancient of Days, who's that? That's the Heavenly Father. He sat upon what? A throne. His garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. So the hair of the Most High's head was like your hair, man. Woolly hair. So that's who you're praying to, right? His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as the burning fire, right? So there you go, there you have it. So just so you know, the God that brought this upon us was a God that looked like you. You was raised up believing that God was what? White. Blonde hair, blue eyes. But when you actually read the Bible in context, God looks like you. Broad nose, thick lips, you know, the whole look. So when you're praying, that's who you're praying to, man. He brought these judgments upon us because we disobeyed Him. So now we have to turn back to Him before this time comes, which it will come. But just to let you know.
Thank you.
Okay. Shalom. Right? So with that, I'm going to close out. because it's Bible. Right? So with that, I say, Baruch Yahweh, Baruch Yahweh Shai, Baruch Yahweh, Baruch Yahweh Shai, Baruch Yahweh, Baruch Yahweh Shai, Baruch Yahweh, Baruch Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Baruch Hashem, Rakah Kodash, Kwa Mesha Allah, Kwa Mesha Allah, Kwa Mesha Allah, Kwa Mesha Allah, Yahweh, Baruch Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Rakah. On the camera. Shalom. Hope you're edified. Shalom.